there's a brand new token coming. Y'all know the crypto gaming space. Today we're going to be talking about MixMob and how, yes, you can raise to earn money. And those multipliers are no joke. The gambler's paradise, the degen sphere, the racer, gamers, place to be. MixMob on its quest to go ahead and flip Web 2, compete to go ahead and earn crypto, dominate the spheres. And of course, we're going to be talking about what's happening January 11th with their public sale. So if this is stuff that you're into, feel free to go ahead, like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it. So what is MixMob? So MixMob is a trading card game. It used to be more of a racing game, but these days they've got the esports component on this. They've got DAX for MixBots, which are the NFTs within the game. And on top of that, you're in a little bit of a racetrack. So they've got these 3 different components, which are pretty awesome. It seems like this game is going to be going mobile as well. It's built on Solana, which I'm gonna be honest, you know how I feel about Solana. I like me some Solana plays. So, what are the details on the sale? So, January 11th, they're going to have MXM packages. Those are the native tokens for the MixMob verse. Now, before we get into it too hard, though, there is a soulbound token, which I'm going to be talking about a little bit later on, but let's just ignore that for a second. MXM, it's the token that's going to be on the blockchain. You can go ahead, grab it, $250 in USDC, USDT, Solana, Bonk. It's on Magic Eden. More details on it. There's going to be 3 phases for this mint, and in terms of rewards, they're going to be giving you 1 MixBot, MXM tokens equaling $250 in value, as well as MXM multipliers for your actual Mix bots. There's going to be 3 phases. One is the guaranteed whitelist. The second one, which is where most people will likely be, is the first come first serve, which is pretty much, there's going to be 1,000 of these. Good luck minting these. If you can get it, then you get it. There's 1,000 mix bots and MXM packages up for first grabs. And the phase 3, which is going to be the hardest one to likely get. There's going to be a limit of 10 packages per participant, 3,500 of these mix bots and MXM packages. So now, with the opportunity out of the way, let me go ahead and tell you about MixBot and why you should even care in the first place. So MixBot, like I said, was in Solana. It's a racing game. They've got several features here that are a little bit unique in the space. First one is that they have a mission. They have a mission to go ahead and flip Web 2. They're very adamant about marketing in Web 3. And so they've got spectate features, which you can spectate and stake and stream races on rising stars in MixMob Racer 1. You can flex your eye for spotting talent to unlock rewards and glory. There are 3 different things that are extremely important in the MixMob ecosystem: the gamer, the gambler, and the degen. Gamer wins crypto by racing. The gambler wins crypto by wagering on these gamers. You could wager on which gamer is better, I guess, right? May the skill-based gods bless you. And then you've got the degen, which makes crypto by staking in the turbo arenas and, of course, arbitraging. In terms of numbers for this game, it is a little bit absurd. The 7-day retention for this game. So a person that downloaded this game, sticks around for 7 days, 70% of them stick around for 7 days. That's a lot. That's a big number. The industry average is 20%. In terms of the arena profit margin, 31%. And there were over 5,000 bets placed in this closed beta, and it wasn't even that long. Crazy numbers for a game in its state right now. Of course, it's on Solana, so you got that hype going for you. It's got multiple revenue streams. On the turbo arenas, you have to pay an entry fee. You've got a 10% rake that goes to MixMob, and then 90% goes to the players. I think that's pretty reasonable. I think once you get a little bit to the 85, 80%, gets a little bit, too incentivized for MixMob themselves. So I like what they did here. In terms of wagering, 5% rake to MixMob, 5% to the actual race winner. 90% of the total wager pool goes to the winning bettors, which is fair. And then you've got digital assets, which is avatars, masks, MixBots, card deck sales, a 5% royalty, and players can, of course, trade and breed MixBots to create more. They've got 2 tokens. MXM is the one that we're talking about mainly today. It's the governance token on Solana that operates the MXM Esports League. Isn't that cool? There's an esports league that is being funded by a token. It's a token. It's going to be one of the first tries to actually dedicate an entire ecosystem surrounding an esports league. It's going to be a really interesting test to see if this actually works. But they've got revenue sharing, they've got referral rewards, everybody loves that, and then you've got governance. And then here's the second one. This is the one that you actually earn playing the game. It's called SUD. It's a soul-bound token on Solana, which can only be exchanged with the MixMob games. The benefit is that it prevents market forces or exchanges from affecting the token economy. So pretty much, everything goes through SUDs first, and then it gets converted over to MXM. Very simple in-game economy, nothing too complicated there. In terms of flaws, where MixMob has gone ahead and done better, they believe that they've achieved a product market fit. They believe that they have a sustainable, real money model, a stable token design, and balanced freemium and DeFi features. Versus Axie Infinity, they say, it wasn't doing it right. And they've got mix bots, which are a really big deal in this game because they give you specific upgrades and specific features in terms of stats that will give you an advantage in the actual game versus some of the regular mix bots that are free, which are pretty much balanced. Nobody likes a balanced character. Jack of all trades never wins. The ones that win are the ones that are specializing in one thing. And right now, there's some very powerful cards in this game, and if you've got someone that is really good at taking advantage of that, then you are going to be winning a heck of a lot of games. Now, let's talk about some esports stuff here, because in the actual esports arenas here, you can have branding for your favorite tokens. I'm assuming that a lot of these little meme coins and a lot of these different crypto gaming projects are going to be putting their branding all over the mix bots over here. It's something that is kind of a no-brainer. You can see some of the places that you could be putting it. The bonk right over there, the bonk left and right. But here's the league, and this is probably the coolest thing that MixMob is doing. The MXM League establishes regular game schedules and tournaments of different tiers. MXM League generates revenue through ticket sales, broadcasting rights, merch, and sponsorships. And then a portion of these revenues will be used to buy back and burn the MXM token. So you've got two of these people fighting each other, right? And people are betting on them, the amount of wins that they have, the amount of racers that they've done. And then you've got to wager on them. That's the gambler's paradise. And then if you win, the whole 90% distribution goes on. The MXM League is governed by the people that are holding the MXM token, and they get to decide on the growth of the league as if they owned Formula One. So I think this is a really cool concept. I don't see this ever, right? I think this may be the first token to do this, which I think is awesome. In terms of their token dynamics, a lot of it is limited, so you don't have this crazy supply going all over the place. There are limited SUD bundles, which are purchasable each season. These are converted into the SUD token, which is that soulbound token in the game. Also, staking MXM gives you SUD from revenues. You could trade these at a fixed rate. You could go ahead and everything just kind of leads into this MXM token. And of course, MixBots, cards, and masks. The better you are in the game, the better your MixBot, well, the more you're probably going to end up winning, right? That's just how it works in the game. So you're incentivized to upgrade these MixBots to go ahead and get more of the MXM token, but don't feel like you're too discouraged because there's only so many MixBots. There's only so much SUD going around. So we're not going to go Axie Infinity in 2 months. Now, tokenomics. Their vesting is really good for a bull market. Very good for a bull market. You can see here that the team has a pretty long cliff. It's around 6 months. That's from the start. That means they get no tokens for the first 6 months, and they have a linear vest after that for 48 months. For the next 48 months, they get the same amount of tokens every single month. Fair enough. Investors, they get 15% of their tokens at token generation event, which is TGE. And then they have a linear vest for 17 months, which is like fair, right? They're investors. And then people in the public sale, which is us, right? We get everything the second the token launches. So we have a very spicy price over here at 4.5 cents. Everything gets unlocked at TGE. Some people don't understand the advantage that public sale investors have by getting their tokens all on TGE. There's so many of these guys that, yeah, they're going to be up probably 2-3x on us, but they're only getting 15% of their tokens. We're getting everything. So pretty awesome stuff there. Some basic stuff for liquidity, the public sale. The investors are getting a ton. the team, treasury, it's all pretty standard stuff overall. And the total supply is going to be 1 billion. Now, their key focus for 2024, they want to make more user-generated marketplace and content. They want to make custom turbo arenas and breeding. Breeding is going to be very interesting in terms of their product mix. You know, they've got the store, NFTs. They've got live streams, which I think is going to be the coolest utility on MixMobs. They've got the tokens, leaderboards, MixLab, Invite, and of course their game, which is MixMob Racer 1. The team has a lot of experience. You know, they've managed multi-million-dollar projects in the video game industry and successfully shipped over 100 games and apps for EA, PokerStars, Microsoft, Disney. Going a little bit more into it, you could see other brands like Lego, Disney, Microsoft, PlayStation, IBM. I could go on all day about the experience within this team. You've got people like their executive producer, which has been in crypto since 2016, founded one of the top projects for 2018, Active Crypto Angel. These guys are big hitters, and so that's why I wanted to bring this to your attention. Hopefully you go ahead, get in this sale, get in it, make that spice happen, because I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. It's going to be one of many plays, but this one's going to be a spicy one. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section in regards to MixMob. Am I crazy? Am I onto something? I hope I am, because I'm getting into it. So until the next time, thank you for watching this video. Stay classy, and that's all.